Well, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. Welcome back to another day in the shop at Locust Farm and Fab Shop. We have tractor is over with and done. We are now working on Cheesegrater, working on wiring it up. We have punched a hole through the firewall to run our LS wiring through. So now we're going to run our main wire through there. So we're going to try to get this, start feeding the wire through. There's a lot of wires in this system. so that's all the wiring for the LS that comes through. Now we got to worry about mounting the, I'll take y'all and show y'all inside here. So now I got to mount the, good Lord, this door's hard to open. So in here, there's where we came through with that. All right, I had it, I don't know what I did with it. So the fuse block goes right there. That's what I'm going to do with it. And I'm going to mount the brain box, which is right here. This is the computer for it. Try and do things one-handed. We're going to mount that right there. That way it can be behind the glove box if I ever need to get to it. So, yep, that's where that's going. So now, that's what we're going to do. All right, so what we're doing, I've showed you this, but we're mounting, let me turn some light on so y'all can see. So I've got some aluminum bright shred to make a bracket, but what I want to do is I want to come off of, boy, working with one hand just really blows. Let me get situated in here. What I want to do is, I know this is not, I want to mount that right there and bring that across to where I can mount the fuse panel to it and the computer to it, to where it's above the sight line of this. So we're going to do some measuring. Actually, that doesn't look too bad right there, but I need to measure. Oh, well, let's see if we can get y'all down here. I had a tape measure. There it is. So what I want to do is I'm going to put this through, but I want to bend it because I want to be able to screw it. Two hands ain't much better. So we got to do right at 3 inches. So we want to do, so if we do 12, that'll be 8. And I do believe that'll be fine, and then we can mount. But let me see. So if we put this, which we're going to have to do a cutout. Alright, so let's see. That is 3.5. This is 3.5 inches wide to the bolt holes. This is 7 inches wide, so 3 and 7 is 10. So if we come over 10, that'll work. All right, so what we're doing, whoa, hey, this new mount, I tell you what. So what we're looking at is if we make this 10 inches, I'll still be able to break it and go 3 inches to 13, and then that'll still give me 1.5 inches to play with to bend it to where I can screw it to that. And then we're gonna have to cut this out, cut a square out for the wires to go through. So yeah, let's do that. We're gonna get, I gotta get a dang gum magic marker because I have forgotten the magic marker. So we can kind of mark on there what we want to do and roll with it. All right. So we're going to do 10 inches and then 13 inches and then 1 inch. Now, the other thing we want to do Hey, there we go. Look at that. So now, so this is 7 inches. All right, and it is 4.5 wide. So if we do that 7 inches wide, that's going to drop it down below. So we want to do 6 inches. So let's mark this at 6. And what that'll do is, so we'll do that, and then, wait a minute. Nope, that's not going to work. Alright, so scratch all those things I was just talking about. So if we do that, that's right at 13. Alright, how wide is this? That's only a foot. We just might have to just make this work. But yeah, we're gonna do this. Yep. All right, let's go get to cutting some aluminum. All right, this is what we're doing here. Since we got a good straight edge right here. Where'd my marker go? I just had it. I don't know where it went. Fell over here to the side. Get a piece of straight. So now we got to cut this. Get the old. Get the old death wheel going. That don't like that. Now I learned something new the other day when dealing with aluminum. I got one of those Diablo metal cutoff wheels, but when you cut aluminum with it, it doesn't like it. But if you spray some WD-40 on it, or in other words, looby dooby, oops, got it on wrong. Got it on backwards. Maybe if I do it like that. Did y'all get to see the eclipse today? Let's see how this does. Well, on first go around, it works really well. But guess what? Really hot. Real hot. Try and go to this side. Make sure y'all can see. Oh yeah. Ooh, we almost messed up on that one. We sure did. Yep, we almost messed up. Cutting aluminum is violent. Violent, I tell you. And I really should have gloves on. I really do need to have some gloves on, and I don't know what I did with, oh, I know what I did with the gloves. Y'all already know. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me. Yep. We're gonna go trim this over there. Right back. All right, so we've got that trimmed up. We're actually, I'm gonna try something here. I don't know how well it's going to work. I'm going to try to heat this up to bend it. I actually think that'll be fine for what it's actually holding. So we're going to measure 4 inches. Now to the grinder to clean this up. All right, back at it. Let's mark our 2 inches. Basically what we're going to do, we're going to have this right here, and we're going to bend this over to where we can bring this up and down to line up. We'll tech screw that into place and get it setting right, but I want to bend that. Actually, 2 inches is going to be too much. Let's go, we'll do 3 inches. And that'll give us 1 inch of bendable space. That'll give us enough to do what I want to do. I'm bending this on the corner of this table. This table is 1/4 inch thick. Try to heat it up again, maybe that'll work. Sometimes it's referred to as annealing. I don't know that to be 100% true. But it seems to work really well. Of course, aluminum holds heat big time. So now we'll be able to do that right there. Now we're going to try these flat. I don't want to bend it a lot. I just want to bend it, and I bent it the wrong way. Sorry, Joker. Yep, you seen it here first. Bent it the wrong way. I don't want to bend it enough. I just want it to reach to do that. So now we'll take this, and this, and we'll go in there and shoot and measure this up. All right, so what we're doing, well, we lost our light. That's pretty good right there. Tell you what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get some Tech screws. We're gonna screw this in real quick. Working and hard to find reach places below. Has anybody ever told you that? Especially with power tools. I don't even think that's the right bit. Nope. It don't like that bit. All right. So now cut this off a little bit. Right, so we've got that mounted right there where we can tack that into there, but we got to go mount it to this first. So let's pull this off and we'll go from there. So we've got this made now. What we need to do now is we need to do a cutout in here of, I'm going to say the wires for the fuse box. Well, that one won't reach. Isn't that lovely? All is fine. Just use my little scribe right there. Works perfect. So now we're going to mark. Just mark this for reference. That's a fine line marker. So what we did there is, that's what we're going to cut out. And that way the fuse block is sitting right there, I do believe. We're going to double check it though. That's right at 3 inches. I believe we can make that work. So now, we're going to get a drill bit and drill these out. So we cut 4 holes in it. Now we should be able to use the rip and zip, whatever you want to call it. Ow, that hurt my hand. Oh yeah, it got me. That's what happens when you use the death wheel. Got blood. Yep. You can tell how hot this aluminum is getting. This joker holds heat. Alright guys, there we go. We should be able to bolt that up now. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so well, while we were away, I went ahead and just knocked it out. But this is going to be the glove box. And that is what we're looking at. I cut the hose. I had to cut the hole for the fuse box a little bit bigger, just for the simple fact that I had to fit the fuse box through there. I didn't want to cut and weaken the frame any, but got it hooked up. Now I just got to route my wires, tie down some, tie down so they can what do you call it, dress the wires out, and then I got to get some grommets, some rubber grommets, so I'm going to have to order some of them. But yep, so now we can start dressing out the harness here. So let's see what all we can hook up and how we can dress it out.